This is a real frame. This is a 33 Chevy frame. It's been boxed, been extended. It's got this suicide front end on it. That's what they used to call it when they put the front end out in front of the car, because the way the car bounces up and down, maybe I'll do it on the other side. When the car bounces up and down, these radius rods makes it look like the frame's bending. I figure out how to get on this car so I can bounce it. I suppose I could climb right up on the motor here. Yeah, that works. Can you see that? That looks dangerous, don't it? Does it? Yeah. Anybody, am I the only one who can see this? Yeah, I like that whole danger thing. It works for me. That danger thing, that outlaw thing, that people walking up to you saying, "You drive that thing? That thing run? Is that legal?" Yeah. I drive it, it runs, and it's legal, believe it or not. I took it down, and there was a guy down in the inspections place, and I said, "Get your book out, I'm going to build a car, and I want you to tell me what I can get away with." And we went off in the book, and it's okay, we got away with it. So here's what we got. This body was originally a 47 Ford fire truck. That's why it's got this written on the door. I didn't make this up. And I wouldn't have, but Chelsea is not a name that I was ever particularly fond of, but John told me when he bought this, it was made out of an old fire truck. When I sanded the primer off the doors, the old primer was still under there, so I got Stan to come over and repaint that on it. I felt like it deserved to be preserved, you know. It was cool that one time it was a fire truck and now it's a car, so I wanted to save that. And this motor surprised me. John said it would run. I didn't believe him. And on Christmas morning at 3 p.m. when it was 10 below, I got it to crank for the first time. And I was like, woohoo, it runs, woohoo! I was just loving that. I had me an old flathead I was going to put in there, but after this motor ran, I thought, now, this motor was made the year I was born, and it still runs. I don't even know if it's ever been rebuilt. It's got so much blow by it, smokes like a freight train, you know, but it runs. I'm driving it. I've been driving it 2 or 3 years now. Still going. I mean, I could, and I am going to someday pull it all apart and, you know, new pistons and I'm going to do an at-home rebuild. You know, back in the old days, you used to rebuild your motor where your car broke down. Y'all remember that? Like, I remember this guy came over to our house one time in his Pontiac GTO, and the engine blew in the driveway, and we spent a week out there in the sand rebuilding that motor inside the frame rails, and then put it back together, and he drove it back home. Back in the days, we didn't call the referee to come get it, and we didn't call anybody else to fix it. We fixed it ourselves because we was poor. Being poor is a wonderful thing. You don't know that, because if you're poor, it teaches you how to do stuff. I mean, if you're not poor, something breaks, you call somebody, they fix it, you ain't learned anything. But if you're poor and something breaks, you fix it yourself, then you know how to fix it next time. So being poor is a cool thing.